Hey guys, Tim Wilson UK here and welcome back to some more The Golf Club 2. This particular video is going to be a tutorial video, and the main reason for doing this is because we have in the True North Golf Society coming up in September a Virtual Ryder Cup. And in order for this Virtual Ryder Cup to be played, we need to let everybody that's going to be participating in the event know how to do the Fourball and the Matchplay format. So what I need to do is go through these and explain how they're going to work. What you'd need to do is, the whole tutorial today is going to be based on the fact that you are going to be a European player. So if you are an American player, you're going to be doing the converse of this, but we're going to base this tutorial as if you were a European player. So let's use the Fourball as an example to start with. In order for you to play a Fourball, effectively what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing a round against somebody that has already played a stroke play round. So in this case, it will be the two American opponents and your playing partner on the European team. They would have all played a single player stroke play round and the ghost ball would be recorded. So let's go through how you would do a Fourball match play round. You'd select play, you would choose the course that you're going to play, and for this purposes of this video I'm going to select the first course from my favourites list, which is Royal Lytham and St Anne's, because it doesn't really make too much of a difference. You'd select new round, and then what you would do on the right hand side here under play format, you would select Fourball. You would then need to go over to your particular player and select the tees that have been selected by everybody else. So in this case, I'm going to say that everybody would have chosen the blue tees and everybody would have chosen pin set 1. You then need to add the players. So the first player that you need to add is going to be your playing partner. This is the teammate that you've been assigned, or the teammate that you've been given by your captain for your Ryder Cup team. So in this case it would be a European player. So I'm going to choose add player, we're going to choose add ghost, and then it's going to bring up a list of global players. If you press the L2 button on your controller, you can change that to friends. Now for the Virtual Ryder Cup, all the Europeans and all the Americans will have added each other as friends, so they will appear in the friends list. When you click friends, you will see your playing partner and the two Americans appear in this list. So for this purposes of this video, we will just select Malster, add to group, and now he will appear in the second slot. So he is my playing partner and he played off pin set 2. But during the Ryder Cup, the tee boxes or the tee colours and the pin sets will all be predefined. They'll all be pre-selected. And then we need to add our opponents, which will be the ghost balls of the two American players. Again, we press L2 because it's going to give us a global list. Friends. And then we're just going to choose two other players. In this case, we're just going to choose this guy at the top here, Relk 1999. Add to group. And we're going to add the final American ghost. You will know who your ghost opponents are by this point, and they'll all have exactly the same playing date, because that playing date will be predefined in the rules of the competition. And we will just choose Smirnoff here. I know he is a European, but this is for the purposes of the tutorial. It doesn't make an awful lot of difference. So we got one off pin position 2, but as I say, this is your tutorial. When you press begin round, what will happen now is the game will load up. You will be partnered with your European partner or your American partner if you're an American player, and you will play a 4-ball match. If you're not sure how a 4-ball match works, effectively each player takes it in turn to play their own ball. The team that gets the lowest score on that particular hole wins that hole. So if you end up tying that hole is known as being halved, and then you move on to the next hole. the team that wins the most holes effectively wins the match. So you can get, you know, if the European team wins 9 holes on the trot, effectively the Americans cannot win the match. So let's just see how this works. You'll see on the left hand side there, myself and Mouster are in red. That suggests that we are the on a team together. Let's just see if we can get that back up on the screen. I can't at the moment. And it automatically puts it into a turn-based mode. So let's just tee off here, and you'll see what will happen. If I just tee off straight away, this works on a turn-based mode, so this ball is now heading towards the green. As soon as my ball comes to rest, there we go, my ball's come to rest in the rough. We haven't hit the green. Because it's turn-based, what's happening now is it's loading up the next player. There we go, it's now Mouster. You can see his name is highlighted on the left-hand side. It's showing his shot into the green. There we go, he didn't quite make the green, so neither of us have got a ball on the green here. Next to play will be one of the Americans, which is Relk 1999. There's his tee shot away. He got a fast perfect, but it looks like that's a pretty good shot. That may even hold the green. If not, it's just going to run out the back. And I'm just going to play this one hole through so you guys can see exactly how the scoring works. And now we should have Smirnoff teeing off. He is the last player on the opposing team. There we go, in his funky looking outfit there. And he is the only one that's managed to hold the green. So now it should be furthest away plays, which would probably help. It is. So let's play up to the flag here. That could have been a little better. I would imagine it's going to be Mouster now. It's not, it's Relk 1999, an American player. He played a shot very similar to mine, a little shorter. Next would be Mouster to play. And that's a poor shot from him. That's probably going to roll all the way back off the green. So I would imagine he is going to be playing again. So even though you play your original rounds of stroke play, it's the stroke play element of this has absolutely no relevance at all. It is just who manages to get the ball in the hole in the fewest amount of strokes per team. So if Smirnoff now sinks this putt, the Americans will now win this hole and they will go 1 up. So he's rolling that up to the flag. He's left it about 3 or 4 feet. Next is going to be Relk 1999 if he gets this in. No, he's missed his. Let's have a look. I think Mouster's out of this. Yeah, because he's had more than enough shots. I need to really get this in the hole. So mine doesn't go in. So what happens now is if Smirnoff manages to sink that 3-foot putt, this one here, the Americans will win the hole and go 1 up. There we go. So you'll see the scoreboard now will show myself and Mouster as 1 down and the red team as 1 up. So that is how the 4-ball match play works, and then whoever actually wins the match, or whoever actually wins the most amount of holes, wins the match, and effectively the 4-ball is over. So you can actually get through the match before you actually play all 18 holes. So that just gives you guys an idea of how the 4-ball match play format works. If we're looking at, let's just get out of this. I'm going to quit this and come back to the main menu. There we go. Now we're going to look at single match play, and the setup is very similar to the 4-ball. We hit the play button, we select a course again, Let's choose a different course this time. Let's choose Heron's Reach. We select new round. I have my player at the top here. Again, you select your tee box and pin position. Let's choose the black tees. Let's choose pin set 1. We change the play format here to match play. We then select the ghost ball. If you want to choose a random individual from the global list, you can do. They're the ones that are going to come up straight away. Alternatively, you can see these are guys that have all played within the last couple of days. If you press L2 again, you can select your friends, and what you're going to do, if you're a European, you're going to be selecting your American opponent. I'm going to select Coaster Royalty in this instance. Add to group, and then begin round. And what you see will happen now is the play will continue in exactly the same way that it did for the Fourball. The only difference is now is that there's only 2 of us. So it is whoever gets the ball in the hole in the least amount of strokes wins the hole. So let's just show you a quick example of this. Got a different course here. We can see they're both all square at the moment. Let's see if we can take on some of this corner. Got a little perfect fast there. We should get a good kick here though and end up in the fairway. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go. So once again we'll play one hole out just to give you guys an idea of exactly how this format's going to work in the upcoming Virtual Ryder Cup in the True North Golf Society. There we go. Coaster Royalty now on the tee box, lining up his shot. So for Coaster Royalty, because I'm playing against his ghost ball, he would have played this round like a stroke play round, so it wouldn't have taken him very long at all. And exactly the same in the match play format or the Fourball match play format. It wouldn't take very long at all for the other 3 players to play their round, because they would be playing that round as they would a stroke play round. The only person that it takes quite a long while to actually play the round is the 4th person and the final person, who's actually going to be playing it as a match play or 4-ball round, which means that they are going to be playing turn based, so they're either going to have 2 people or 4 people in their game. And that wasn't a very good shot to demonstrate how to actually hit the green, but nevertheless this is just an example video to show you how the match play format operates. Coaster Royalty absolutely dialed in there. So unless I get this one in or close, he's probably going to win this first hole. I cannot see where I am, so let's see if we can just change the angle. That's a little bit better. Got a chip shot here. Little fast out of there, so that's going to be probably me again, playing from the rough again, making a little bit of a meal of this. It's okay, it's gonna not stop, and it's probably even going to be me again. So not the best tutorial from a golf playing perspective, but hopefully it gives you guys an idea of how the format works. And he should win this hole hands down. There we go, he's got this putt for the win of the hole. I'm on stroke 6, he is on stroke 3. He lips out, but I would imagine that's going to be a fairly easy win for him. I will tap this up towards the hole. Still didn't get mine in. And is that going to hit that slope? It is going to hit the slope. So not a great video to show you guys how to get a ball in the hole on a par 4, guys, because that has now rolled on 25 feet. So I'm going to have another shot here at this. There we go, that should be in. Safely in for 7. And Royalty is going to tap one in for his 4th shot. and he should on the scoreboard now have won the hole. So you will see, there we go, Tim Wilson UK -1, Coastal Royalty +1, so the Reds are 1 up. And that is just how, that's an example to show you how the player versus player head-to-head match play works using the ghost ball of somebody else. So for those of you that are going to be registering and competing in the Virtual Ryder Cup that is coming up in September, take a note of how you play the single player match play and the 4-player Fourball formats. I've been Tim Wilson UK. This has been the Golf Club 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you soon.